Last episode, we had 2 wins and a pair of clean sheets. You want to see how we did in between? And can we do it again? Let's find out. Welcome back, everybody, to lucky episode number 13 of the return of 1860 Munich. And we find ourselves in the position we have not been in a very long time, especially this late in the season. 1860 Munich finds themselves on the top of the table. 15 weeks into the season, 11 wins, 34 points. 4 points out of that playoff spot. We are in the automatic promotion spots, and we've got 2 matches coming up against teams that are newly promoted. First is Würzburger Kickers, currently finding themselves in 7th place, and then Werder Bremen's second squad, currently in 14th, sitting on 16 points after 15 games. And we have done pretty well since the last episode. We did lose the first match right after the episode ended against Freiburg's second squad. We lost that one 2-1. Alexander Freitag, of all people, scoring our lone goal in the 89th minute. But we bounced back very well against Kaiserslautern with a 3-1 victory. We tied Erzgebirge 3-3. This match was very interesting because we started off down 2-0 in the first half with a pair of goals by Eric Matejak. It was Finn Lachemacher, though, breaking through in the 51st minute, and Martin Kobylanski ended up tying things up at 79. Thought we were going to end at 2-2, and then Philip Schultz coming in from that box-to-box midfield position. He ended up moving forward. Lachemacher carrying it towards the byline. A couple of guys on him, throwing it in the middle. Schultz with the header in beats the goalkeeper to make it 3-2. But unfortunately, in the 6th minute of added time, Nico Grimes taking the feed from Nazarov on the kick. I mean, the match should have been over. They'd only added in 5 minutes. He scored at 95-18 to tie things up. However, after that, 3 consecutive wins at home 4-2 against Wehen Wiesbaden, on the road 2-1 over Elversberg, and we beat FSV Zwickau 2-1 at home to bring us where we are now. The squad itself has performed quite nicely. Finn Lachemacher leading the way with 12 goals and a pair of assists. Martin Kobylanski has added 8 of his own. Surprisingly, coming off the bench, Stefan Lex, 13 total appearances, 9 of those in relief. He's got 5 goals and a pair of assists as well. But the big revelation so far has been the late signing at the end of the window. On loan, the Turkish 26-year-old Taylan Duman, 8 appearances, 3 goals, and 2 assists, has been absolutely fantastic for us so far, and we're hoping he will continue to really dominate that midfield as he has in the first handful of games that he's played for us. And of course, he will be on the pitch as we make no changes from the last match. 3 in a row we've won with Kretzmar in goal. Kleinhansel, Papadopoulos, Zvigala, and Podolski on the back line. Reeder anchoring that midfield with Taylan and Schultz ahead of him. Rezik is on the left wing, Kobylanski on the right, and Finn Lachemacher is going to be leading the way, leading the team with 12 goals. Let's see if he can add it here against Würzburger Kickers. And Kretzmar early on to start with the goal kick, played over to Podolski. We are in Würzburg. Hopefully we can pick up a huge 3 points on the road to cement our place at the top of the table. Taylan's got it in the middle, dropping it back from Papadopoulos, where he'll get it back. Kleinhansel feeds Rezik forward, looking for Lachemacher. He's got him. Lachemacher chips the goalkeeper off of the crossbar and in for goal number 13 on the year. Finn Lachemacher. There is nobody stopping him. It looked like they may have, as Rezik feeds it into the middle. Lachemacher running into a little bit of traffic, gets past the defense. He's going to chip the keeper who came out to the edge of his 6-yard box. That win puts us up to 37 points and now a 4-point lead over Dynamo Dresden. If the results hold, of course, we are still very early in this match week 16. Haas has it now for Würzburger. Almost turns over. Meisel knocked away. Schultz has it. Papadopoulos gets it back ahead for Schultz, pushing it to the left. Tim Reeder will lay it back for Papadopoulos, and he'll get it back finally from Kleinhansel. Schultz carrying it forward, pushes it right to Kobylanski. Back for Schultz, ahead Lachemacher, and a huge save for the goalkeeper. What a move by Finn Lachemacher, looking to secure his brace on the afternoon. But they'll go out behind for a corner, sent in by Podolski. and that will be cleared by Würzburger kickers. And 15 minutes have gone by. Still 1-0, 1860 Munich. Not a lot of action throughout this first half. The throw-in is going to be controlled by Klein Hansel. He's got it for Talon. Schultz sending it forward. Lockemacher, can he get behind the defense? No, DeToni is there, knocking it away. Lockemacher tries to get it back, and he finally does. Lays it for Reeder at the base of the midfield. Klein Hansel. Talon double-teamed back for Papadopoulos. Klein Hansel now in the middle for Reeder. Big, huge press coming on for Würzburger. Sent in the middle. Lockemacher tries to chip Moan again, and this time Moan is up to the task. Turned over, though, to Zvigala. Schultz retreats. Zvigala to Podolski on the right side. Carrying it forward, sending it ahead. He's got Lockemacher in the box. He'll stop. Drop it back for Kobylanski. Schultz, Rezik on the volley, picking up his second goal of the year. And it's 2-0, 1860 Munich, just 38 minutes in. And we are cruising right now to what should be our fourth consecutive victory on the bounce as Kobylanski plays it back outside the box. Schultz chipping it forward. Rezik with a monster volley shot beats more near post for the 2-0 lead. As we're winding things down here in the first half, it's going to be a free kick for Talon. He's going to try from distance, and he's just going to hit that a little bit too strong. Can't tuck that underneath the crossbar. 1 minute added on in the first half. That has been, so far, all 1860 Munich out, shooting Würzburger kickers 10-4, 73% of the possession. So that's what we're going to praise our team for as we look to start this second half and hoping for more of the same. Goals from Kobylanski, from Lockemacher and Rezik as Zvigala will control. Up for Schultz, getting back from Kobylanski, head for Talon, back for Zvigala. Schultz near side for Podolski, looking to push it past the defense, and he does. Toward the byline, stops. Reverses field all the way back for Zvigala, head for Reeder. Papadopoulos now. Left side for Klein Hansel, ahead for Rezik. Pushing it forward, gets past the defense, trying to send it in the middle. Lockemacher is there. Into the middle, Schultz with a shot, and Moan able to make the diving stop to his left. Early pressure being put on in this second half on the Würzburger defense. Munich looking to build upon that 2-0 lead. Elsewhere, Dynamo Dresden has taken a 2-1 lead over Bayreuth, so they pulled back within 2 points of us. But we are, assuming that nothing changes with the scoreline, going to hold on to first place as we look to get some of the more tired legs off of the pitch. Florian Kleinhansel will make way for Alexander Freitag. Also, Duman, who has had a good game, is playing okay with a 7-0 rating. Who are we going to bring on his place? Everybody's complacent. So we'll bring on Marco Manhart to take his spot. Everybody else is going to remain in position. We're just going to make those two changes as we expect the team to see this result through. And we are going to muck with our instructions just a little bit. We're going to go a little wider. We're going to tone down the things a bit as we will play for set pieces and waste some time. We'll drop off a bit more on the defense. These are the normal changes we make as we slow the pace down as well, with under 15 minutes left to go. Looking to preserve this 2-0 lead, hoping for another clean sheet for Kretzmar. Not something he's really known for, so we're hoping that he can actually see this through as we make our way late into this game. Under 5 minutes left to play in this second half. We'll see how much time gets added on for injuries, stoppages, and whatnot. Dresden has extended their lead to 4-1 over Bayreuth, so they are definitely going to hold servant and keep pace with us, 2 points down. But it looks like it's going to be 30 points in third place as we hang on for the 2-0 win. That was a very good win for us boys. And we're going to take a look at the league table. So Dortmund 2, they are not in action right now, so they have a game in hand on us. They are sitting on 30 points. Now 7 points separating us and third place. 9 points between us and fourth, which is a non-playoff, non-promotion position. So right now we're doing everything that we can to secure our spot. We're looking for automatic promotion. It's more than what the board wanted, so we're hoping to exceed expectations as we already find ourselves in the middle of November, sitting at the top of the table. We're going to make a single change in the squad for our Week 16 matchup against SV Werder Bremen's second squad. It's going to be Talon Duman is going to head to the bench. He picked up a gashed leg in training during the international break since the last game. He is fit enough to play, but we really don't want to risk him, so Marco Manhart is going to come in and take his place. Otherwise, the rest of the squad remains the same. It's going to be Kretzmar, Kleinhansel, Papadopoulos, Vigala, Podolski, Reeder, Schultz, Vernetzi, Kobelansky, and Lochenmacher as we take on the team currently sitting in 14th place on the table. And coming into this match at Grünwalder Stadion, things definitely tilted in the way of 1860 Munich. We've won 4 in a row, 5 of our last 6, and we have been unbeaten in those 6 matches. And we're looking to add to it with a free kick from a dangerous position. Podolski from the right-hand side, sending it across, looking for Kobelansky. Can't get there, but Manhart's going to knock it down. Lochenmacher with a drive from just outside of the box, and he can't quite find the inside of that far post. So that's going to go wide. There's going to be a goal kick for Werder Bremen's second squad. We are currently sitting top of the table, 38 points. Dynamo Dresden yet to play. 3 points behind us. Podolski dropping it back for Schultz. Lochenmacher is down as they clear it. Kleinhansel's got it. He's going to send it from distance, and Lochenmacher is still on the ground. You know what? We're gonna be proactive here, unfortunately. Finn Lochenmacher going down. We're going to bring him off. We don't really have a ton of options. Kobelansky is going to move into that position. Oh, that's the thing I forgot to mention. Albion Vernetzi is back from injury, and he'll be playing on that left wing side. I knew there was something that I hadn't mentioned yet. So, no, we don't want that. Yes, we're going to confirm the sub. So, Lochenmacher is going to come out with injury after just 15 and a half minutes, and hopefully that's not going to mess things up for the team so far. We are out shooting Werder Bremen 7-0 so far. So, the game right now tilted all the way in favor of 1860 Munich as Zvizgala starts it. Itamar coming in, playing that right wing side. Schultz back for Dzgala. Looking for Podolski on the overlap. Back for Itamar. Taking it to the byline, circling back. Intercepted by Brandt, gets it back. Reeder now. Pushing it to his right. He's going to send it on. Lord making a save. Can't control. He's going to knock that out behind. It's going to be a corner kick opportunity for 1860 Munich as Podolski set to deliver. His arm is up. Right foot. Schultz with a monster header, but Lord getting in the way of that. And it's going to bring up yet another corner. Podolski to take this one as well. Looking far post this time. This one is headed away, though. Manhart tracking it down, though. Dropping it back for Itamar as the pressure is going to continue on Werder Bremen. Now 9-0 in favor of 1860 Munich. 30 minutes into this match. Bayreuth with a 2-0 lead over Saarbrücken, and Elversberg trailing right now 1-0. The other games with scores thrown in the middle. Papadopoulos can't quite get there. Salifu's got it. He's going to clear it all the way out, but Itamar's got it. Sending it forward. Vernetzi can't get there. Rosenblum heading it away. And now Salifu back to his goalkeeper. Lord sending it long. Zvizgala will drop it down. Podolski now, right side. He's got some room ahead of him. He's going to carry it up the sideline. Pushing it forward. Itamar into the middle. Kobelansky is shot on. Lord able to make the save, but a penalty has been called. Kobelansky will line up over it. And an opportunity 36 minutes in for 1860 Munich to go ahead, and they do as the goalkeeper goes one direction, Kobelansky goes the other. It's goal number 9 on the year for him, and 1860 Munich finally breaking through after dominating the game in shots. They're up 1-0. 2 minutes have been added on, and no further activity. 13 shots to 1 in favor of 1860 Munich, holding the ball for 76% of the time, dominating the match as they did in possession in the last game against Würzburger Kickers, looking to do the same thing and get a similar result, a win and a clean sheet. Right now, setting up 1-0 on the 36th minute penalty converted, and not a ton of activity here as we start the first 10 minutes of the second half. Again, the run of play going all TSV 1860 Munich's way. 3-0 here in the second half. We've hit 7 on target. Werder Bremen only able to pull off 1 shot so far. And Even though they have a game in hand on us, we now sit 5 points over Dynamo Dresden. As Kobylanski on the free kick going long, Lord saving it off of the crossbar and then picking up the rebound. Nobody charging the goal. That's a little bit disappointing. We've got to work on maybe a few set-piece routines in training in the midweek. So the fact that this is only a 1-0 match is very, very surprising for me. I feel really bad about potentially taking off a Tamar as we look to get some fresh legs out there, as Patrick Sondheimer is going to come in and play that box-to-box midfield role in place of Philip Schultz. Philip Schultz on loan, playing a lot of minutes here. Otherwise, everybody else is having a really good game. Don't really see a lot of tired legs out there. So that's the only change that we're going to make here. About 72 minutes in, as Reeder's going to pick up the loose ball, push it forward, edge of the box. He's got Klein Hansel into the middle. Schultz ahead, played by the defense, out. Sent long, and we're going to go the other way. Podolski carrying it forward. Drops it back for Schultz. Still in the game. The change has not been made. Reeder, Manhart, Vernetzi's got Klein Hansel on the left wing side. Carrying it deep. Kobylanski in front. Kobylanski has his brace. Second goal of the game. 10th goal of the year. And 1860 Munich, their perseverance has shown through. And they've taken the 2-0 lead. I mean, one could say that they have deserved a lot more from this game. Kobylanski with the sitter right in front. Nothing Lord could have done about it. Yes, we are going to make those tactical changes, or I should say that tactical change. If the team is playing well, we might as well leave them out there, is my reasoning, although there are some guys that could probably use a little bit of playing time. As Vernetzi carrying it forward, flipping it forward, looking for Kobylanski, but Berger has it now. Fed ahead, Schoenfelder behind the defense. Schoenfelder is in, and Kretschmar making a fantastic stop. As we're gonna make a few more changes. We've got a little bit of tired legs, some complacency out there. Manhart will make way for Max Rosenfelder. We're also going to give Antonius Papadopoulos a little bit of a break. He's been out there quite a bit, as Umar Diakite is going to come in. He hasn't played nearly as much as we thought he might up to this point of the season. Papadopoulos has really cemented his spot on that back line. And of course, the signing of Zwigalia was absolutely fantastic for us. He has become a mainstay on our back line. 19 shots to 3 in favor of 1860 Munich. 2 goals to 0. Again, going 1860 Munich's way. Sitting 5 points clear in first place at the top of the table, pending the result of the Dynamo Dresden game coming up a little bit later on this week, as Dietrich is going to send it long. He's got Nankishi. He's checked hard, trying to switch it up to Schoenfelder with a long drive, but that's not going to hit the target. It's going to go over everything, and it'll be another goal kick for 1860 Munich. 4 minutes to be added on, but victory is all but assured. 5 in a row for 1860 Munich. Back-to-back clean sheets on this episode for Kretschmar and a pair of goals for Martin Kobylanski. Just hopefully the injury to Finn Lachenmacher isn't going to be too severe, and we're going to be able to run with the team, as is another fantastic game for 1860 Munich, sitting on 40 points at the top of the table. Dynamo Dresden in second on 35. Magdeburg moves up to third on 34. So 7 points right now separating us from fourth place, which just makes things look better and better for us as we move forward. Feels good to be on the top. And unfortunately, it looks like we are going to lose Finn Lachenmacher for a couple of weeks. He was injured, pulled some knee ligaments in the game, as you saw about 15 minutes in. But that's okay, because we are firing on all cylinders. Kobylanski is going to take his place. We brought in wingers that can help out to fill Kobylanski's spot. We should be okay as we move into our next episode on Wednesday, sitting on the top of the table, and it feels so good. Is that where we're going to be? Who knows? We're going to come back much later on. In fact, we're going to come back after the winter break. Dynamo Dresden at home. Right now, currently sitting in second place. Let's see where this matchup ends up being when we get there. The next episode, it will be 2024, and we hope to see you then. As always, thank you very much for watching. 2 wins out of 2. We've now got 5 in a row, 6 out of 7, and we are cruising along. Hopefully we can keep this going. We're nearly at the midway part of the season, and it looks like the second Bundesliga may be in our future. If you like that, please hit that thumbs up, give us a like, make sure the algorithm recognizes us as quality content. We really do appreciate your patronage and all the help you can get in growing this channel. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when the next episode hits. You can be one of the first ones to watch it. Until next time, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.